My TBR is super long, but I keep buying books because that's who I am. Happy Halloween, even though it's clearly not actually Halloween. This video isn't even Halloween themed, as you can tell by the lack of Halloween decoration. I've just been reading a lot because I am currently unemployed and don't have any homework to do anymore. I'm gonna be reviewing 5 books for you today just because I want to talk about them before I forget them. First up is Bloodline by Claudia Gray, and I bought this book because it is about my favorite person in the galaxy far, far away, Princess Leia, or General Leia, depending on when you're talking about. This book takes place between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, and it deals with Leia just trying to find some sense of peace and unity within the Galactic Senate, which is really difficult because it has been split into 2 factions that are on completely opposite political sides, because that's not relevant for today's world. She's also trying to take down a bunch of illegal cartels across the galaxy because they may or may not be forming the First Order. This book has a ton of political intrigue, and there's domestic Han and Leia. Not as much of it as I wanted there to be, but enough to really satisfy me, so I'm happy with that. I recommend this for basically anyone. It kind of reads like a YA book, which I was really surprised about because it's about an almost 50-year-old woman that is a war veteran, a princess, a senator, and a general. So if you like adventure, if you like Star Wars, if you like Princess Leia at all, just read it because it's really fun. Next up is If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. This book is about a trans girl named Amanda who's getting a new start in life because not only has she just recently transitioned, but she's moving to a new town because of some abusive things that happened in her old town. Amanda has a cute little relationship with this guy named Grant, and she makes a lot of friends, and everything seems to be going well. Of course, there's drama because it's high school, but the drama is a little bit more heightened because Amanda is keeping this huge secret about herself. She passes very well, so she doesn't really know why she would tell anybody that she's trans, especially because it put her in danger beforehand. Amanda is a very interesting character, and I was pretty much immediately attached to her just because of how great I thought she was, and because I wanted really great things to happen for her, and they do. So if you want to read a book about a trans character written by a trans woman, If I Was Your Girl is your book. I will say that on multiple occasions Amanda does state that her experience is not the only trans experience, but I would definitely give it a read. It was really good and it read really quickly, so won't take up too much of your time. I don't really want to talk about the next book, so I'm not going to, but I'm gonna try to keep this as positive as possible because I read this. I bought it for like 70% off because Barnes & Noble is amazing. This was such a disappointment on so many levels. I recently read the Harry Potter books, and by recently I mean like when I was 19, and I'm only 22 now, and to go from that to this in 3 years really, really upset me. The only really good things about this book are Scorpius Malfoy, who is a perfect cupcake and needed to be taken better care of, and second of all, responsible parent Draco Malfoy, and I actually won this Funko by leaving that as a comment on the Funko Facebook page. If you want to know my general thoughts about this play, I'm going to leave 3 or 4 different links to different videos that I've watched that pretty much express exactly how I feel about this. To cheer myself up, I finally gave Dumplin a chance. I don't know why I didn't want to read Dumplin at first. I just kind of avoided it at the bookstore, but then I saw it on a bunch of booktuber lists and it was on sale on Barnes & Noble, so I bought it. And I'm really glad that I did because I basically am Dumplin. Dumplin is about a girl named Willowdean, actually. Her mother calls her Dumplin, and she's a fat girl going to high school in Texas, which I did not go to high school in Texas, but I was a fat girl in high school. Dumplin pretty much lives by the same mantras that I do, and I mean, one of my favorite quotes is on the back of the book. It says, "There's something about swimsuits that make you think you've got to earn the right to wear them. Really, the criteria is simple. Do you have a body? Put a swimsuit on it." And then she's wearing a little swimsuit on the back. It's super cute. I would wear that. So Dumplin meets this really hot guy at work, and they start making out in his car late at night sometimes, and she gets really insecure when he touches her body, not even like in a super intimate way, but just when he puts his hands on her roll, she starts freaking out. She joins a beauty pageant to not only prove to other people, but I think to herself more than anyone else, that she is just as beautiful and worthy of love as anybody else in the pageant. This was so great to read. The last book is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire SÁNEZ. I hope I said his name right. I heard it pronounced a couple times. This book was not as like life-altering as I thought it was going to be, but that doesn't mean that I didn't like it because I absolutely did. It's a beautifully written book about 2 young Mexican-American boys who find love in one another. I mean, like, look at all these medals. Look at all of that. Look at that. That should tell you how good this book is, because it is so good. Aristotle, otherwise known as Ari, is quiet and cold, and he doesn't really know how to show emotion. Dante is his best friend that he meets at the pool. Dante teaches him how to swim, and Dante is basically the opposite of everything that Ari is. Dante is sunny and wonderful, and he likes animals, and his family is so close, and he's so smart, and he loves to read, and through their friendship they come to learn so much more about themselves, and Ari eventually learns that, like, hey, Dante might just be his soulmate. I'm recommending 4 out of 5 of these books to just about anybody that wants to read them, especially if you're a consumer of YA or you're looking for more diverse reads, because I mean, there's a trans character, a fat character, and 2 Mexican-American boys that fall in love on this list. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. In the comments below, let me know if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts on them were, if you're going to read any of them, and also feel free to suggest more diverse books to me, because I am definitely looking for more diverse, especially YA books. Like I said earlier, happy Halloween, and one of us, maybe both of us, probably both of us, will see you next week. Okay, this is when I switch them out. No! T'Challa! Get back in there. My king, my prince. You're a king. That's it.